The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. This is actually my second show on the same day. I have a couple of beautiful representatives of the Miss Indian New England pageant doing a Zoom show with me tonight, and it's going to be a great interview. We got some pictures and some video we're going to look at, but before we get to them, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So, we got Madigan Land Surveying in Middleborough. We got the McGee Annex Used Cars in Rockland. Don't get abused. Shop Kevin McGee Used for a story. Go to the library for real wholesale prices. Call Kevin McGee. We got 111 Tattoo Collective in Brockton. We got Sweezy Fence Erectors in Whitman. We got A1's Tire and Auto Center in Brockton. Always looking for new service riders and techs. And even if you don't know how to do it, send someone by that does. We got One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Lynch's Towing, Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. Always in search of new scrap metal wheels, anything to do with transportation. My pal Lynchy does it all there in Brockton. We got Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We have the Rug Resort in Northeastern, cleaning today for healthier tomorrow. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Doggy Boutique, RB Professional Grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Eastern Fitness in the Village Shops in Northeastern. We have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have Autotown Auto Glass and Auto Body in Abington, and we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now, on that note, I will introduce these two beautiful young ladies. That's Aurora Roshika, I believe you're in charge of the pageant, are you? Or you tell me what you do for the pageant, Miss Indian New England.
Me, I have been producer of Miss India New England pageant.
Okay.
10 years. So since 2012, I've been doing this.
Well, that's actually 13 years. This is 2023.
Yes, we still have we have an upcoming event in November.
Okay.
So that's why I would call it 12 years. And then 13th pageant we will be doing on November 26, 2023.
Well, okay. Now, ma'am, please introduce yourself, your name, and we'll talk to both of you together. You're one of the participants, right?
She is one of my winners from 2015, Shala Verma.
Okay.
She is a fabulous person, and she came here all the way from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts today to be with me in Andover, Mass. And she is, so we do two kinds of winning. One is when you win the crown based on judges' scores, and we do other kind of crown, which is based on audience voting. So live audience voting is taken, and she is the winner of 2015 Mrs. India New England pageant by audience voting.
Viewer's choice.
Viewer's choice, we call it.
Okay, well, if I was a viewer, I would have definitely voted for her too. But
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. So I have shared some pictures of her in, I know that you are keeping them secretly right now, and then you will be showing them in the middle of your show. So
absolutely.
This is for our audience that they can view them and then see how fabulous this lady is. She also runs a dance school.
Yeah, I am a software engineer by profession, and I work for a medical device company. But I also run and own a dance school. I'm the artistic director of Sheila School of Dance. And I've been teaching Bollywood and Indian folk dances for the past 14 years in the Metro West area of Massachusetts.
Okay, I know you're in Shrewsbury, right? That's where your dancing school is?
I do classes in various locations throughout Acton, Shrewsbury, Westboro, Westford, in Burlington, and so on.
Are guys allowed to partake? Maybe I'll take
Actually, I do teach of all ages, and also I have couples classes where there are partners, and I have children ages from 5 all the way to there's no age barrier for this.
All I need is a partner, and I'm good to go. All right. All right. Now, what I do with every guest is I want to find out a little about your history. Now, Roshika, tell me about you're both from India, obviously. So tell me about what life is like growing up in India. I love having Indian women on my show because, because we have a lot of views for us, you folks. You have a great camaraderie between yourselves and your own community, plus back to India, I guess, too, because some of the shows we getting in the thousands of views. So, Roshika, tell me about your life in India growing up and how it got you to the U.S. And then we'll go with, what is it, Vala?
So my life
Go
in
ahead.
India growing up, it came naturally, learning of arts and crafts from,
Okay.
growing up, theater, singing, learning. I'm from a very small town where, we lived in a huge family together.
Okay.
And then I just learned small things from my aunts and uncles and grandmom and granddad and then mom, dad also. So it's a different kind of atmosphere when you grow up in India. You learn a lot of things, and then eventually, by the time you graduate high school, you realize that thank God there were elders around us to teach us all these things.
Wow.
Because in school you don't get exposure other than academics. You don't know much. So I call myself an artist and a designer, and that's what later on I went to NIF Delhi after doing my BSc, and I got graduated, specialized into some of the design work.
Okay.
And till date I'm into similar industry. So it has been really a blessing to be closer to stage, to be closer to clothes and styling and pageantry and all the beautiful, very, very motivated girls who want to perform in front of people. It has really been nice to work with everybody.
Okay. Your name is Dale, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dale, tell me about your history in India and coming here as well.
Shayla?
Shayla?
Shayla.
Is it with a J?
No, with
Yes.
an S. Shayla.
Shayla, got it. Okay, I was close.
I'll
All right,
focus on
Shayla,
her.
tell me about your history now a little bit.
So I grew up in Mumbai, and
Okay.
growing up, I was definitely more academically focused. I did my
Okay.
engineering and my MBA, but at the same time, I also started to learn dance, classical Indian dance called Bharatanatyam at the age of 3. Because I
Wow.
did have a lot of interest in dance. And I learned the classical dance and, mastered it, learned it for 16 long years. And so my interest in dance was always there growing up, and I always participated in any dance event. I mean, I was always selected to participate in the dance. I didn't have to go looking for it. They would just call me and they would want me to participate. Once I performed, they would always call me. And then also in college, there was some opportunity to do some fashion shows along with dance. And then that got me interested in the fashion side as well. And, that's how it kind of got me into it, and dance and fashion. And then, of course, I am a software engineer. So I have all different things that I do. I have a lot of hobbies, and I have been dancing all along. I just could never stop doing that. It's my passion. And I love Ruchika. She's the most humble and kind person I've ever met. And she has been so supportive and throughout the pageant. And she's such a good guide. And, she's always there for you and brings you into so much confidence to be able to participate and do a good job. And she's very motivating, and I've been friends with her for the past few years since we did the pageant together, and it's just simply awesome to be with her.
I can see that. Okay.
Shayla, thank you.
Shayla, where did you go to college? Did you either of you go to college in the US or both in India?
So I went to Mumbai University.
Oh, you
I
went to
did
Mumbai,
my
okay.
engineering degree in electronics, as well as I did my MBA, both in Mumbai. I came
Mumbai.
here and I was working.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I came 23 years ago, and I've been working.
I happened to go to, if I was already a master's from India. So over here, when I came, I went to FIT New York, and I completed some of the extra, industrial and design based courses to just learn more about American industry. And that's what in FIT New York, it was really nice. I used to travel by bus 3 days a week, rather night, from
Wow.
Boston to New York to attend classes.
That's a lot of drive by bus from Boston
By
to New
bus.
York.
By
Wow.
bus.
Wow, that's I mean,
Much dedication.
And then I would take classes next morning in New York and then come back by bus again by evening, like by 11 o'clock at night, I was home.
That is the kind of dedication we need.
that is dedication. I'd be falling asleep each night. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't have that kind of
I
energy.
slept in bus.
I'm sure you did. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of. Geez. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've obviously the fruits of your labors and both of you have paid off huge dividends. Obviously now. Okay. So what are the? So I guess have you just did the pageant just occur? It seems to me I was looking on Facebook and you just had it like with this over the summer, didn't you? This most recent Miss India New England pageant for 2023, right?
It is coming
Yes,
up.
it's
in
coming up.
November.
Oh, that's no. All right. What did I just see on Facebook? Now you just had some event that was. I thought that I just saw it like within the past few weeks.
So I didn't have any other event, and
Oh, okay.
I am doing some promo events. One is on November 4th at same location, Hilton, Andover.
Okay.
And then I have another Indian karaoke night at on October.
Show you the
On,
show you.
yeah, at Show You Karaoke Bar and Restaurant.
Okay.
It's on October 25th. So it's because it's Diwali festival coming up.
Yeah.
And I went to this karaoke place 2 times and I thought all these screens, people are, singing American songs. I only knew few of them. And I wanted to have 3 hours of dedicated Bollywood night where some of us, people who are more comfortable singing in Hindi can go and just, sing
in.
our heart out.
That's great. Well, you both sing a lot, then I get right.
Little bit, we
I'm
can
an
try.
okay singer. For karaoke, we can manage.
Yeah, karaoke we can manage.
Well, you both have lovely voices. I'm surprised you don't sing more. And we get no matter what language, you
Thank
sound
you.
amazing. All right, Shayla, why you won in 2015? Why haven't you have you participated every year since or not?
Ruchika calls me if there are any fashion shows, and I have participated in some fashion shows. And anytime there is anything, I'm always ready to jump in. I just love it, and I enjoy doing it. And you make so many friends through these pageants and through these events. And I have made some really long-lasting friends, and Ruchika is the biggest example of it. And I just love doing this. So yes, definitely. Anytime Ruchika calls me for any pageant, if I am available, I would definitely do it without a doubt.
Yeah, she always comes.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah. Well, I know I went to one of your
Interview, I was willing to come. I mean, I was really excited about this, and when Ruchika mentioned this to me, so I was looking forward to this as well.
Me too. I'm delighted you're both here. I went to an Indian fashion show 4 years ago in Foxborough, and it was great. I had a great time. That's when I had the picture taken with Shalini that you saw.
Yeah.
Right. And I still have to get her on the show too. She wanted to do it, but then I don't know. I've sort of lost touch with her. But hopefully we can get her on at some point. She's obviously not too far from here because Foxborough is only 3 towns from here.
Harrison, you should come to the pageant November 26th at Hilton Andover. You're gonna meet everybody.
I might do that. I think is that a Saturday night, right?
It is on Sunday.
Daytime. It's Sunday afternoon.
Oh, it's a Sunday, even better. The Patriots are not looking too good, so maybe even if they were, I wouldn't care. I definitely shirk for the Patriots
Definitely
for one of your pageants because your pageants are lovely women there. Obviously, everybody's so upbeat, plenty of energy, good food, and I saw that when I was there at that time in Foxborough. All right, so what exactly? I know you got something going on for November. That event is in November, the Miss India New England. How do you prepare for that now? What do you do to prepare?
What am I doing to prepare?
Yeah.
So we have added a new category. We usually do 3 categories: Miss India Teen, and Mrs. India.
Okay.
And this year is the first time introduction of preteen. And
Wow. Okay.
I'm really thinking of the ideas because as we have added a new group, so for me now I have to think how to take care of that particular group who are 9 years to 12-year-old girls, and how will I make them walk? How do I get them involved? What kind of talent they will bring? Where will they go for, outfits? So I have already started thinking about that. Should I make smaller groups? Should I, separate Mrs. India separate, and then make another group of preteen and teen, and then have a separate group Miss? So from an organizer point of view, those are the things I am thinking, because adding a category, I don't, I like to plan things. I like to make sure that people feel they are cared when they come to the pageant, and I want to, give quality to them.
Okay. Okay. Well, guess what? We're halfway through the show. We're going to watch some footage of the what pageant are we going to watch? Last year's the Miss India New England 2022 that we just.
So 2022 and 2021, I went virtual.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to, get some footage of those. I do have some pictures, but I was able to.
What I'm asking is, what is the footage we're going to watch that we just?
So watch the YouTube link. That's the new link from last night.
Oh,
you
okay.
will love it. You will love it. I am not going to say what is that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll sit back, we'll watch it, and we'll discuss it. So without further ado, we're going to watch the link, and we're going to come back and discuss it with Ruchika and Shayla.
Hey everyone! Hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm Maya, an AI model, and today I'm thrilled to chat about a topic dear to my heart, the Miss India New England pageant. Wondering why you should join? Let me tell you. Firstly, the team behind this pageant has a wealth of experience to guide you. Ruchika Arora, the state director for this pageant, introduced Indian pageant traditions and fashion shows to the New England states over a decade ago. The Miss India New England pageant is affiliated with the Miss India USA and worldwide pageants. This network, exclusively for girls and women of Indian heritage, began in the USA over 40 years ago. It's an opportunity to showcase your talents, intellect, and possibly even earn a sash and crown. More than that, it's a celebration of Indian heritage. Expect a mix of traditional Indian dresses and Western evening gowns. This is your chance to shine and be inspired by others. Many contestants form lasting friendships during rehearsals and the main event. Trust me, it's an experience you won't want to miss. If you or someone you know is interested in the Miss India New England pageant, it's time to apply. The event will take place on Sunday, November 26th at the Doubletree Hilton in Andover, Massachusetts. Thanks, and namaste.
My heart goes la-dee-da, da-dee-da, la-dee-da, da-dee-da, la-dee-da, da-dee-da. My heart goes la-dee-da, da-dee-da, la-dee-da, da-dee-da, la-dee-da, da-dee-da. My heart goes. I'm deep in your love, deep in your love.
Oh, that was great. Tell us what we just watched.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. What did we just talk about what we just watched just now?
Oh, so what we just watched.
Yes.
It is a revolution.
Okay.
What you see, it's kind of an AI model, Maya.
Okay.
And I believe everybody is going to love her. And she is talking about the pageant. She is talking about me as well. And it is really, really nice. And I wanted to just introduce that video. It's not, the purpose is not a promo, but the purpose is also how we are trying to keep up with technology and what can be introduced to the modern generation, the kind of, the kind of inspiration and the kind of group you are going to meet when you come to the pageant.
Okay.
You can make, you can make assumptions when you look at that video.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be. I mean, AI is the new thing now for everybody, right? Artificial intelligence. I mean, because nowadays you don't know who's real anymore. Everything is Photoshop. But I'm sure you two are authentic, though. I'm not worried about that because you wouldn't have it any other way.
Till now,
We're real.
till now, we did not send our AI model to you for interview.
I didn't. So tell me now. You said you're gonna be working with preteen girls. Do either of you each have children, right? You have children that you're going to have in the pageant. Do each of you have children yourselves that you're going to have in the pageant?
Yes.
You both, okay. So your own kids are going to be in the pageant as well, is that
Oh,
right?
no,
No,
not mine.
No, not our kids.
Both
No.
my kids are in college.
No.
They're not.
Oh, your kids are in college. You don't even look like you're old enough to. Neither of you look old enough to have kids, and you said you've been here 23 years. My goodness, that's
Thank you. I
wow. That's unbelievable. Well, I'll say one thing: for whatever it is you're doing in your life, it's keeping you youth. That's for sure.
It's just that, you know,
If I didn't know, I would have said you're both in your early to mid 20s. So obviously, you're probably a little
we're
beyond
just
that.
satisfied in life and very happily living. And that's what glows on our face, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely, no question about it. Okay, all right. Now you've both done modeling, and you do some singing, but you've done modeling too. How about music? You play music at all and singing? Either of you? I mean, play music or perform. I know dancing and everything, but like, have you ever performed musically? I mean, like in India or in the United States? Because I would think that part of a good pageant would be having a good musical performance as well. It would kind of goes hand in hand. So
we have a talent round,
Okay.
and in talent round, we do have performances from lots of our contestants. They
Okay.
perform solo, and every year I'm amazed at the amount of talent, the
The
themes,
various
yeah,
talents
the
that are
themes
there.
they prepare. Even Shala Verma,
I did a puppet dance.
so she did a
Okay.
puppet dance, and we
Oh,
have
that's sweet.
yeah. And she's talking about her 14 years of teaching Bollywood dance.
Yep.
But before that, when she came to the pageant, so her profile was already, she got training in Bharatanatyam dance for 16 years. So classical Indian dance, 16 years of training. That is what her background is.
Okay.
So, and then for me, I was into theater all the time. I
Okay.
love to do theater. I used to write as well, small scripts, not anymore now. I think my creativity is going somewhere missing when I work for the pageant.
Okay.
But yeah, I was more into theater and singing and less into dance.
Okay.
Except and I could survive a folk dance kind of a thing.
Okay. So have you both done acting? I mean, obviously you have, Rashika.
I have, yeah.
And how about you, Shayla? Have you done acting too?
I have never really tried my luck at acting. I've always been dancing and dancing and dancing.
Well, as I sit here and look at you, I think you would be a great femme fatale in a major like mystery. I think you'd be great at that. You just have that
Maybe
look.
after you say I'm thinking, and maybe I should try my luck into that as well.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
Yeah.
no harm trying. Unless I try, I wouldn't know.
No, but I think you'd be
Thank
great.
you.
You kind of remind me of you remember? I don't know if you're old enough to remember the old cartoons, Bullwinkle and Natasha. You kind of look like Boris and Natasha, Bullwinkle. It was an old cartoon in the '60s. I'm guessing you probably remember. You remind me of Natasha a little bit. Shayla, you look like Natasha. Yeah,
From
she's
which cartoon are you talking about?
Rocky and Bullwinkle. It was actually kind of a takeoff on the spies of the '60s, but it was funny too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will have to go and check that
Yeah,
out.
You can check, and they made a live film, a regular film out of that with I think the late Robin Williams. I think he was in it. He was in Popeye, but it was pretty funny. And I think maybe Steve Martin might have been in it, but you'd be a great femme fatale in some kind of an act. And you, I mean, you'd be great too. I mean, what kind of theater, Rashika? What kind of theater did you do? What kind of roles did you have?
Well, I took part in my high school plays as
Okay.
some of them as lead roles, but they were all in Hindi language.
Okay.
Indian language.
Yeah, so I know but I thought there's a lot of English spoken in India though. Isn't it sort of a second
Yes.
language?
Yes, but then I always took part in Hindi play. Maybe
Okay.
the Hindi teacher liked me more. And over here, I wrote some of the scripts for children theater.
Okay.
When my own kids were little, it was easier to form a group and then have them,
Yeah.
and then I was able to write and direct some of the small scripts and then have them perform on stage. We did, I don't remember much, but we did Maleficent, we did Cinderella, we did
Maybe the Chica next time.
we did Aurora. I used to make small Hindi versions of, Disney stories
Okay.
and then have these kids learn Hindi language and then present them on stage. So that was a fun activity.
I'm sure it was. Now you
Acting, maybe give me an opportunity next
Let's
time.
do it. Let's do it. I from inside, I am, so curious to do that very, very soon, actually.
Well, I think you'd both be great. Well, now, quick question. We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. We made it go by. What did you, when you say Bollywood, isn't that about the Indian movie film
Yes.
industry? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So every
I don't know
time-
if you've ever seen an Indian movie, but it's full of dance and songs and they
Oh,
dance
yeah, I've seen-
movies and it's all about dancing. It's like a musical.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather see live Indian women dance in person than in a film. But I understand. All right. Well, I hope you had fun because we're down to the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you covered about between the videos and the pictures and all the stuff, the questions I asked. I hope you enjoyed talking to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do within the remaining time is look at your image holder there and give shouts out to a few people that are going to see the show, and then we'll wrap it up with my snapping the way we began it. So go ahead. Just condense them. That's all. Just give a few shouts out, and I always ask the guests to do that. People at the pageants,
I'll do it.
people in India, anyone you want. If not, you don't have to, but it's just something.
Oh, in India? No,
Sure, there's plenty of
I'm
people back in India. I'm sure you do have plenty of people there.
back in India. Well, we have.
Are you talking about like celebrities?
We
So
have
just say shouts out. Say hi to people. You know what I'm saying? Like your parents. I don't know.
Hello, India.
Yeah, all right. Hi,
everyone.
India. That'll work. Okay. All right.
Hi, Priyanka Chopra.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, hi, India, and then hi, our Indians in living in New England. I
Hey.
just want to say hello to them, and then it's really going to be nice to see you all again in 2023.
Come for our pageant.
Yeah, come for the pageant on all the Miss India girls, Mrs. India girls, Miss India teen girls. I really wanted to invite you all. Just send me a message and then be involved. Be involved in the pageant. That's one message I really want to give everybody.
That's great. You both did a wonderful job. You made it easy for me. If you have any of your pageant people that want to do my show, I'd love to have them on as guests. You have my number now. Just give it to them. I'd rather have an in-person interview, but if they can do it by Zoom, that'll work too. And that's it. You did a wonderful job, and we're going to wrap the show up. Would you two mind sticking around for a picture that my tech guy will take, and I'll tag you in it, Roshika?
Sure.
Shayla, are you on Facebook?
Light over there, say. Oh.
Shayla, are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook, Shayla Verma. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that S-H-A-Y-L-A?
No, it's
AI.
Shaila.
S-H-I, oh, okay, is it S-H-A-I-L-A?
Yes.
Okay, I'll find you. All right, so I'm just gonna ask you to stick around. My tech guy will take a picture for Facebook and I'll tag you both in it. I'll send you a friend request and I'll tag you. It's okay. And then when the show is up, we'll edit it Tuesday. It'll be great, and we'll share it with as many people as we can. And like I said, anybody that try to get as many people on Topic Time for me would be great. I really
Sounds
appreciate it. And I'm going to try to get to your pageant in November. I definitely.
And you should come for the pageant.
I'm going to try to go. I love that town too. I love North Andover. It's a great area. Okay. All right. Well, you did a great job. So you ready to wrap the show up with my music as we began it?
Uh-huh.
All right,
Sure.
folks. We're signing off now. See you next time. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
There we go.